Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before starting the video, please go ahead and hit the subscribe button and give this video a like up. Erin described season 13 as a turning point. One where Elizabeth starts to look at her life and her choices through a more mature lens. The losses, the lessons, the love she's both given and withheld, all of it starts to shape her decisions in new ways. After years of emotional hesitation and careful steps, Elizabeth is learning that love doesn't always wait forever, and sometimes the only way forward is to take a leap of faith. And when that leap involves Nathan Grant, played by the ever-charming Kevin McGarry, you can bet it won't be without heart-fluttering moments, unspoken glances, and perhaps a confession or two that fans have been longing for. In earlier seasons, Elizabeth's relationship with Nathan was always layered with complexity. Her grief for Jack, Nathan's guilt about the tragedy that touched them both, and the timing that never seemed quite right. But according to Erin, season 13 won't just rehash old ground. This time, the story between them will focus on growth. Elizabeth's heart has finally softened toward the idea of new love, and Nathan, who once feared that he could never measure up to the memory of her late husband, begins to realize that love isn't about comparison, it's about connection. There's an undeniable shift happening in Hope Valley. Erin hinted that season 13 brings Elizabeth and Nathan closer, not because of grand gestures, but through quieter, more meaningful moments that reflect real emotional intimacy. Think long walks, shared laughter with little Jack, and honest conversations under the lantern-lit night sky. This isn't a rushed romance, it's a gradual unfolding, one that feels earned after so many years of emotional tension. Fans who have rooted for Elizabeth and Nathan since the beginning are finally getting what they've been waiting for. Progress that feels authentic and true to the heart of the series. One of the most touching things Erin revealed was how the writers wanted to honor both Elizabeth's past with Jack and her future with Nathan. Season 13 isn't about replacing one love with another. It's about allowing the heart to expand. Elizabeth has carried the memory of her late husband with grace, but she's also realizing that life keeps moving forward. She's learning that opening her heart again doesn't mean forgetting the love she once had. It means embracing the idea that love can take different forms at different stages of life. For Nathan, this season becomes a journey of his own. Erin hinted that Nathan will finally get the chance to let go of the guilt that's been haunting him since season 8. The emotional burden he carried over Jack's death and his own perceived failures made it hard for him to express himself fully to Elizabeth. But now, as Hope Valley evolves and the characters face new challenges, Nathan's growth becomes undeniable. He's stepping into his role as a man who knows what he wants sand for him. That's Elizabeth's one of the most intriguing aspects Erin discussed was how the writers are weaving in moments that echo Elizabeth and Jack's early love story, but this time with a twist that reflects how much Elizabeth has grown. She's no longer the young, idealistic teacher from Hamilton. She's a woman who's known love, loss, and resilience. The spark between her and Nathan isn't about youthful romance, it's about two adults who've been through life's storms and are ready to build something steady and real. There's also a lot happening in Hope Valley that will test them as a couple. Erin hinted that new arrivals in town and unexpected events will put Elizabeth and Nathan in situations where they must lean on each other in ways they never have before. Whether it's through a crisis at the school, a town disagreement, or a personal challenge, the two will find themselves on the same side more often than not. And that unity, that sense of we're in this together, is what begins to seal their connection. But as with any great Hallmark love story, it won't all be smooth sailing. Erin teased that there will be moments of doubt, particularly for Elizabeth. She's someone who's always put others first, her students, her friends, her son, and learning to put her own heart first again is a journey in itself. At times, she questioned if she's ready, if she's doing the right thing by letting someone new in. But the beauty of her relationship with Nathan is that it's built on trust and understanding. Nathan knows when to give her space and when to remind her that she's not alone. Erin also shared how emotional some of the scenes between Elizabeth and Nathan were to film this season. There are quiet exchanges that say more than words ever could, moments where a simple glance or a touch of the hand carries years of unspoken feelings. For fans who love the emotional depth and slow burn romance that When Calls the Heart does so well, Season 13 is shaping up to be one of the most rewarding chapters yet. Little Jack's role in all of this is also significant. Erin mentioned that he becomes a symbol of the bridge between Elizabeth's past and her future. Watching Nathan bond with little Jack brings out a new side of both characters. Nathan's nurturing, protective nature, and Elizabeth's growing comfort with the idea of family again. Their scenes together add layers of warmth and sweetness that balance the emotional intensity of the romance. It's a reminder that When Calls the Heart has always been about community, love, and the simple acts of care that tie people together. Erin didn't shy away from teasing that fans will see some unexpected moments between Elizabeth and Nathan that will leave them cheering. There might be a dance, a heartfelt confession, or even a near kiss that finally tips their relationship into new territory. While she didn't confirm whether they'll officially become a couple this season, her hints suggest that Season 13 will deliver real movement, something tangible that proves their story is finally unfolding. She also spoke about how special it is to work with Kevin McGarry, noting their natural chemistry and shared understanding of what fans want from Elizabeth and Nathan. Erin said that Kevin brings a grounded, heartfelt quality to Nathan that complements Elizabeth's emotional strength beautifully. Their scenes together often balance vulnerability and humor in a way that feels organic and deeply satisfying. The cast and crew have all commented on how powerful their dynamic feels this season. And that's no accident. Both actors are fully invested in bringing this long-awaited story to life. Beyond the romance, Erin revealed that Season 13 will also show Elizabeth continuing to evolve in her professional life. She's facing new challenges as a teacher, especially as Hope Valley grows and changes. The schoolhouse, which has always been a symbol of stability in the town, becomes a place where some of the season's most poignant moments occur. Whether it's guiding her students through a moral lesson or finding her own courage through them, Elizabeth's identity as a teacher remains the heart of who she is. At the same time, Nathan's responsibilities as Mountie will collide with the town's needs in surprising ways. There's talk of new tensions in the region, and Erin suggested that Nathan's sense of duty will be tested. Elizabeth, who once feared loving a man in uniform again, will have to confront those emotions head-on. The question of whether she can fully open her heart to someone whose job puts him in danger may resurface. But this time, she's better equipped to face it. As Hope Valley continues to grow, so does the ensemble around Elizabeth and Nathan. Familiar faces return, new characters arrive, and every storyline seems to orbit around the themes of renewal and courage. Erin describes Season 13 as a season of beginnings, where every character, not just Elizabeth, learns that hope is not something you find, it's something you choose to believe in, even when the path is uncertain. For longtime fans, this season is a payoff years in the making. The writers have carefully built this slow-burn romance to ensure that when Elizabeth and Nathan finally take those long-awaited steps forward, it feels completely earned. Erin's excitement about what's ahead is contagious. She spoke about how grateful she is for the fans who've stuck with the show and how Season 13 is, in many ways, a love letter to them. It's filled with emotional payoffs, heartfelt reunions, and the kind of old-fashioned romance that When Calls the Heart does best. What's especially touching about Erin's insight is how she views Elizabeth's growth not just as a character arc, but as a reflection of life itself. We all experience love, loss, hesitation, and renewal in different forms. Elizabeth's journey resonates because it mirrors the human heart, resilient, cautious, but always open to the possibility of something beautiful. And in Hope Valley, that beauty often comes when you least expect it. So, as Season 13 draws closer, fans can prepare for an emotional ride. Erin's words make it clear. This is the season where Elizabeth stops looking back and starts truly moving forward. The walls around her heart are coming down, one heartfelt moment at a time. And Nathan, steadfast and patient, might finally find that the love he's been waiting for is ready to meet him halfway. If there's one thing When Calls the Heart has always done well. It's reminding viewers that love stories don't end, they evolve. Elizabeth and Nathan's journey is proof of that. From missed chances to tentative smiles, from heartbreak to healing. Their story embodies everything the series stands for: hope, courage, and the belief that even after the darkest winters, spring always comes again. Erin Krakow's subtle but powerful hints suggest that season 13 will be one of the most